About the government shutdown now in its second week, why another member of the Trump administration is in Indianapolis today, and what IU's football coach is saying about their next game. Those stories after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis on a Tuesday morning. It's 6 o'clock.
He's back at the White House. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Trump returned a few hours ago.
After years of suffering and bloodshed, the war in Gaza is over.
He said that at a peace summit in Egypt after going to Israel to celebrate Hamas releasing the remaining 20 living hostages in a ceasefire plan. But only 4 bodies were turned over. The remains of 24 others were not.
But there was an understanding with mediators that we talked to that some of the bodies simply couldn't be located. And so we do understand, as part of this agreement that was signed overnight in Egypt, there is an international coalition of teams, not only from Qatar, from Israel, and from other regional countries like Egypt, but many others, to try and build together intelligence information and then possibly even send teams into Gaza to look for where these bodies are located.
Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv. There's also new concern in Gaza, which will have to be rebuilt with a new government.
As Israeli troops pull back, Hamas moves in, and there are growing fears of internal violence. The militant group has deployed thousands of armed fighters and police, some posing yesterday at a hospital during the release of Israeli hostages. Social media videos appear to show men wearing Hamas headbands executing several people described as collaborators with Israel.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. On Air Force One flying back last night, President Trump talked about the legal challenges that have temporarily blocked his National Guard deployments to Portland, Oregon, and the Chicago, Illinois area to help crack down on protests against illegal immigration raids.
If they start winning cases like this, we're going to have a rush on our border.
Later today, the president will pay tribute to Charlie Kirk, posthumously awarding him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor, a little over a month after Kirk was assassinated during a speech at Utah Valley University. It is day 14 of the government shutdown. The Senate plans another vote today, trying to end a stalemate over funding. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The government shutdown is now in its second week. Clear radar, 55 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 79 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 6:02. The government shutdown is in its 14th day, and Representative Marlin Stutzman says Republicans want a clean, continuing resolution with no extra benefits for illegal immigrants. He's also accusing Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer of playing politics with this.
This is very political. Frankly, he's been very worried about a primary with AOC in New York, and also the Virginia election is coming up in a month from now. And I think that this is a part of a strategy to help them win political campaigns.
Speaking to all Indiana politics, by tomorrow, members of the U.S. military will not get their regular paychecks, but the Trump administration is working on a way to get them paid. Tom Homan, President Trump's border czar, is in Indianapolis today. He's speaking at an event called Fairness for Hoosiers, the Need for State Action on Immigration, hosted by Attorney General Todd Rokita and State Rep J.D. Prescott. The luncheon is at the State House and is not open to the public or to the media. Expect a mostly dry week across the Hoosier state, but
you actually do stand a better chance to finally see some rain as we go into the weekend.
Forecaster Mike Ryan at the National Weather Service says there will be storms, most likely Saturday and Sunday. By Saturday, we could see an inch of rain. The Indiana Hoosier football team is 6-0 and ranked third in the country, but their head coach says it's about looking toward the future. Here's John Herrick.
IU football coach Kurt Signetti had his weekly press conference Monday where he spoke about several things, including his team's upcoming game this Saturday against the 3-3 Michigan State Spartans.
I'm expecting their best shot. So this game gives you nothing. You got to earn everything. And it's all about our mindset and our preparation.
Signetti said Michigan State is dangerous in all phases of the game. Kickoff is at 3:30 Eastern Saturday at Memorial Stadium in Bloomington. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. You have traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Tuesday morning. It's 6:04.
Well, the Fed just sounded the alarm. The stock market is dangerously overvalued. And if you're retirement savings are tied up in the market, this could be the smart time to protect and grow your savings outside of Wall Street. One option gives you a 20% upfront bonus. It's got a competitive return that's averaged 10% annually for the last 10 years.
So here's the simple math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first 12 months. So in the first year, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information from Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. 648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Northbound 65 on the south side looking pretty good through the construction right now. That's South Keystone Avenue up to the south split. No delays at the moment and no real slowdowns as you approach that south split. That'll change later in the morning, and I will let you know when it does. Inbound 69 just fine. Fisher State Road 37 to the 465 ramps. That's a 4-minute travel time here at the moment. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps and the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Ryan Morris, Wish TV meteorologist. What are we feeling?
And fantastic for today. Today is going to be our warmest day of the week in the upper 70s, mostly sunny skies. Winds also pretty calm through the afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear, turning partly cloudy in the early morning hours. Low temperatures in the mid-50s. Cold front number 1 arrives for tomorrow. It's a weak front, dives into our area in the morning, brings some more cloud cover, but sprinkles likely lingering in northern Indiana. Don't get down to central Indiana. Mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the lower 70s. Through the next couple days, we start to warm back up Friday in the mid-70s, but the weekend is the one to watch. We'll have a secondary cold front on the way. This could bring a heavy rain and storm chance at some point in the day, Saturday into Saturday night. High temperatures to follow Sunday and Monday in the mid-60s.
So we've got weak fronts, we've got strong fronts, or what was the other one? Was it just a basic storm front?
I'd say, so the first one tomorrow is a pretty weak one. This weekend, it looks like a stronger storm system on the way.
I prefer an eminence front. Am I the only one who enjoyed that joke? That's a
I
who
enjoyed
joke.
it.
Thank you. I'm going to take that one to the bank. Thank you. Producer Kylan didn't even get it. I'm good with that. That's Ryan Morris, Wish TV meteorologist. Guys, sometimes I'm just here for me. 53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:08. There's a lot from yesterday that is still having reverberations in the release of the hostages out from Hamas captivity, returned to their families in Israel. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. The deal signed by President Trump and other world leaders. I can't tell you if you're going to have peace. I'll get into that subject. I can also get into how the New York Times referred to it as a hostage exchange. Israel never had hostages. They did have prisoners, terrorists involved in violent acts against Israelis. But hey, when you're desperate to side with terrorists like the New York Times, you'll say what you say. And anybody who said hostage exchange, they're desperate to side with the terrorists of Hamas. They are desperate, gross, ugly people. But I will have the Attorney General. He's scheduled to be on the show at 7:15. That's Todd Rokita, the Attorney General of Indiana. A story that kind of got missed last week was that the Indiana Supreme Court dismissed the latest disciplinary case against him. There have been a fair amount of disciplinary cases against Todd Rokita. I've always wondered if we're just talking about people not happy with Rokita involved in lawfare. Because I was told this was happening so often. Oh, this was it. Oh, this is going to end it. Oh, this, if you can't get away from this. Where's the apologies? Where are the apologies? When I think the Attorney General's wrong, I say so. When I think he's right, I say so. When I notice madness, because we have people in the state of Indiana who are more interested in destruction than growth and more interested in attacks than rationality, he won the election. What's the issue? Am I a fan of the Lieutenant Governor, Micah Beckwith? Nah, he's told me that he's not a fan of mine. I sleep pretty well. And we were told that there is an AI video of a member of the General Assembly's wife singing topless. And there were people in Beckwith's office looking at this and laughing. And a woman came forward and said, yes, I saw it. Where's the video? Well, someone just made the video and deleted it. We're never going to find the video. Someone printed a story about a video they never saw. It became a story. It has now been dogging everybody, and no one still has come forward. No one has any copy of this. No one has any proof of this. Yes, this woman spoke. I'm not saying no. No, there's no concrete evidence. I'm sorry, why do I trust Tom LoBianco again? What I'm asking is exactly what is it that we are seeing, what is it that we are enduring, and what is it that we're willing to take? Disagreement about what something means is one thing. I'm asking about the actual thing itself. The people who wish Todd Rokita done for. It's not news. It's not even interesting. It's boring. It's something you say at a bar stool. Especially when it gets dismissed, where are you to say, it got dismissed. Guess I was wrong. And this video? I'll say it again. Indiana deserves better than Micah Beckwith because Micah Beckwith proved that true. But this video thing? Could we get someone out there to do that investigation, to see it? Because there are other investigations happening that deserve cheering. Like what the Indy Star and Mirror Indy just did about Joe Hogsett and Thomas Carl Cook, who we dubbed a creep long before it was fashionable. Oh my gosh. You want to talk about people who knew how to game the system? This story is unbelievable. You'll find it on my show sheet, and you can find it at the Indy Star and Mirror Indy. It's something else. The exchange of hostages. That's how you know people hate the truth. That story, along with whether or not there's a peace deal possible coming up. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick, new technology at Lucas Oil at 632. Brought to you by IBJ's 2026 Economic Forecast, presented by Fifth Third Bank. Thursday, November 13th. RSVP and reserve your corporate table at ibj.com/events.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. and ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Hi, this is Denny Smith, and it's time to get ready for spooky season by eliminating all of that spooky dirt, grime, and spills. Halloween brings out the best in people, but it also brings out some pretty scary crud from all the foot traffic. How about having Zero Res help you take on all of that with an unbelievable October special? Get 3 rooms Zero Resified starting at just $129 and 15% off dryer vent and air duct cleaning too. Now that's some serious savings on the carpet cleaning. And remember that your air ducts are where the really spooky stuff is. Yikes! The Zero Res service for your carpets, floors, dryer vents, or air ducts is easy to line up, and you can go online at ZeroResIndy.com to do the scheduling at your convenience. I love these folks, and don't forget the ZR Water difference. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, leaving things really clean. Now mention WIBC and get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned starting at $129 plus 15% off dryer vent and air duct cleaning too. Call 317-388-5141 or book things online at ZeroResIndy.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, heck of a guy. What's going on?
It's happening, Tony. Looking at northbound 65 coming up from Greenwood this morning and Franklin, Johnson County. It's State Road 44 King up to 465 on the south side. Looking pretty good at the moment. In fact, we only have a travel time of 13 minutes with no delays right now, so that's good. Westbound 70 out to the airport from downtown. Maybe you're ride sharing somebody out to the airport this morning. It looks good, guys. Westbound 70 from the entrances of West Meridian, even the South Split. Traffic sponsored by Indiana Foundation Services. Water damaging your home? Contact Indiana Foundation Service, the basement concrete foundation experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at IndianaFoundationService.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 46 degrees. I'm sorry, 53 degrees. Don't know where 46 came from. In the American Standard Cooling Weather Center, the time is 6:16.
Energy slipping? Losing your edge? It could be low T. Take action. Synergen X and Low T Center offer a quick free T test.
Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. TRTMVP.com.
Look, switching point-of-sale systems is a total nightmare, right? But here's the thing. Shopify POS makes switching easier. A Shopify POS expert, a real human being, helps with setup and data migration. No need to be your own tech support, because with Shopify POS, you get support for free. You'll also get a free card reader and 25% off POS subscription fees. Switching your POS is easier with Shopify. Eligibility requirements apply. To learn more, visit shopify.com/switchnow. That's shopify.com/switchnow.
There's one name for every home system: Chapman. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, drains, electrical, and now proudly serving Bloomington. Remember the man for all seasons, and now more reasons. Chapman. ChapmanHeating.com.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Enough is enough. Governor Braun said he would listen to Hoosiers and stand up to Washington's plans to rig our maps. But now, those Washington insiders are coming to Indiana to finish the job. Unless we can stop them, we want our votes to count, our voices to be heard, and for lawmakers and Governor Braun to focus on issues that matter to us. Utility bills, inflation, taxes. Keep standing strong against redistricting at playfairindiana.com. Paid for by Indiana Conservation Voters.
Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Simple Quarters, sponsor of Fill Up in the News with Tony Katz.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Sweet Tuesday morning came on your smile. All of my fears, they have left me.
All I'm saying is that when I see gold at $4,127 an ounce and silver at $51.23 an ounce, I don't like anything in this economy. I'll have more of this on Fill Up on the News at 8:35. Be sure to tune in. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. I have no idea if we're going to have peace. None. And I will say to you quite clearly that the idea that we now have peace in the Middle East, come now. Let's not be the people who pretend that that's true because Trump said it's true. Do you have opportunity? Well, yeah, I guess so. Could I be wrong? Oh, gosh, yes. Would I like to be wrong? You better believe it. I would love to be wrong, and there's lasting peace, and everything is good. The president of Egypt, in this meeting that took place after Trump's speech at the Knesset in Israel, this was in Sharm el-Sheikh. That's the name of the town. In support of the ceasefire and in support of the idea of investment into Gaza. We'll get to that in a second. He stated that this is the last chance for peace in the Middle East. I mean, that's a very definitive statement. The idea that it's this or it's nothing. I don't know if that's true or not. What I know is you can't have peace with people who want to kill you, which makes the investment part so interesting, which will take me to a conversation put forth by Steve Bannon, and Steve is wrong. Steve's argument is this peace deal is brutal for Benjamin Netanyahu because now he's been forced into a two-state solution paid for by others. That's an anti-Netanyahu perspective, which I think is valueless. But let's start with the basics. Is this actually a two-state solution conversation? The answer is kind of, and I will state for the record that I am not a fan of the two-state solution. I think that is a product of the political left. But the product they were trying to create, trying to build, the one I oppose, is the idea of, no, Gaza will be for these people and Israel will be for these people and everything will be fine. You cannot have a neighbor who wants to kill you. You can't have them as leadership. You can't have them around. You can't have them in charge. You can't have them having any kinds of power. That's Hamas, which has now started going around and killing other Palestinians. Actual firing squads. But no, not face-to-face, shooting them behind the head. The videos are there. What, you thought Hamas was going to stop being a killing machine? Hamas has always been a killing machine. The fact that elected officials in Indianapolis or college students or the fools on social media or on your television screen support it? They support Hamas? I mean, they give favorable coverage to Hamas. This was Christiane Amanpour on CNN.
Now, earlier live on air, I spoke about what a day of real joy this is for Israeli families whose loved ones are finally being returned from 2 years of horrific Hamas captivity, and for civilians in Gaza who finally had a reprieve from 2 years of brutal and deadly war. I noted that for the hostages who are finally home, it'll take a long time for them to recover mentally and physically. But I regret also saying that they might have been treated better than many Gazans because Hamas used these hostages as pawns and bargaining chips.
That's the weak apology. She said on air that the hostages were probably treated better than the people of Gaza because they would be used as bargaining chips. We saw photos and video of starved hostages digging their own graves. And she says this.
So now to our CNN Chief International...
I already shared it with you. The last thing we need to do is hear it again. But I will edit it up and play it for you later. I don't want to surf through all of it. I thought I had the edited version right in front of me. My apologies. You heard her admit it. I apologize for saying it. This is where they're at. Supportive of, protective of, somehow diminishing what's happening, while the other side engages the idea that what happened in Gaza was a Holocaust. See how they play the word games. This is how they play the word games, like the exchange of hostages conversation. So Steve Bannon says this is a terrible idea, terrible deal for Benjamin Netanyahu. I don't believe that to be true. But one could argue that what Trump is trying to put into play here is a two-state solution. The difference here in what I oppose, and yes, do I believe it's going to work? Not necessarily, but go give it a go, see what happens, is with worldwide investment. And, of course, the ending of Hamas and the taking of all of their weaponry. Now you have the thing that I have discussed. 40 years of moving these people out of the hating Israelis, hating America, hating Jews headspace. And that creates opportunity because nobody's going to let you act the fool if their money is on the line. Creating the worldwide investment means more skin in the game, means less nonsense will be tolerated. So this is a different conversation. Again, I have no faith in Hamas. You don't have any faith in any of this until you end the Iranian regime that funds these people and will continue to fund them. So, yeah, my faith is minimal. But this is different than two-state solution conversations that have come. So we have Hamas killing innocent people right now in Gaza, and no one's screaming about Hamas being killers from the political left because they don't care. They never cared. You have got the left screaming that this was an exchange of hostages when they're calling prisoners hostages as opposed to hostages that are hostages. So you see the wordplay there to try and diminish what it is that Hamas and the Palestinians who voted for Hamas did. And then you have people on television saying, oh, they were probably treated humanely. Those hostages for 2 years were treated just fine. Again, diminishing. You want to ask what's wrong with these people? They all have one thing in common. They all support terrorism. And they all support the destruction of anything that is supportive of or constitutes Western civilization. Again and again and again and again, you see it. And yet some people, dangerous people for sure. Matt Bear has traffic.
All right, checking out westbound 70 coming in from Hancock County. It is a clean trip right now coming in from State Road 92465 on the east side. Take you 12 minutes with no delays at the moment. Also westbound 70 State Road 39 into 465 on the west side. Looking pretty good as well. I don't see any trouble as you make your way in from Hendricks County into Indianapolis on the west side. It's eastbound 70, by the way. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry! Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten, classics are remixed, bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577.
Service today?
Today.
If your dream home includes enough room for family and friends to gather during the holidays or anytime, Joyner Homes can build you the most beautiful custom home right now and ready for you to move in next year. Joyner Homes builds character-rich, smart design homes. Check out their 5-star Google reviews, visit their model homes 7 days a week, learn about their in-home architectural team, and get inspired at joynerhomes.com, where you'll see pricing and floor plans. That's joynerhomes.com, JOYNER homes.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Moments after a long-awaited reunion. Clear radar, 55 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 79. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 6:30.
President Trump wrapped up his trip to the Middle East with a summit in Egypt where he actually signed the Gaza ceasefire deal. It was a day of celebration here in Tel Aviv. The hostages freed from Hamas captivity, meeting their families again after more than 2 years.
Fox News reporter Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv, Israel.
With the 20 living hostages freed from Hamas captivity, negotiators are expected to immediately start working toward phase 2 of the agreement. President Trump told me he's confident it's going to work out fine.
The bodies of the remaining hostages in Gaza still need to be recovered and then returned. The Senate will once again try to open the government today.
On day 14 of the government shutdown, both sides remain dug in. Republicans have put a stopgap measure to reopen the government on the floor several times, but it's failed to get 60 votes to break the Senate filibuster.
Unfortunately, they've made the decision to take a my way or the highway approach.
House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer are calling on Republicans to negotiate as Democrats are pushing for an extension of expiring Affordable Care Act tax credits. Republicans argue it's a complicated issue that should be dealt with after the government reopens.
And that's Fox's Ryan Schmelz reporting. And Indiana Pacers fans with visual disabilities now have a way to experience the game during select home matchups at Gainbridge Fieldhouse this season. Live audio descriptions are available through a new free app. It narrates every play, timeout, and crowd moment in real time, making the action accessible like never before. The team says fans just need to download the Live Voice app, bring headphones, tune in. It's a first in the NBA, and they say it's changing how the game is seen by those who can't see it. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. You have traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It is 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. While the bird flu has recently been found on commercial duck farms in LaGrange and Elkhart counties in northern Indiana, the detection of the virus could also have an impact on nearby dairy producers. Late last week, state health officials announced that highly pathogenic avian influenza was found on a commercial duck farm in LaGrange County with a flock size of 2,600 birds. A little more than 24 hours later, officials said the virus had also been found on a meat duck facility in nearby Elkhart County, impacting about 3,500 birds. As the Indianapolis Colts continue to fill Lucas Oil Stadium, a global company with Indiana ties is working to enhance the entry experience. Switzerland-based Dormakaba, which has its U.S. headquarters in Indianapolis, recently installed pedestals that allow fans to self-scan their tickets. The portable pedestals replace handheld devices that were operated by staff. Dormakaba's Brian McNeil.
There was a number of instances where fans would be showing up, several minutes after kickoff. And since rolling out the products now, that they're showing up into their seats before, roughly 2 minutes or so before kickoff. So it's certainly a more inviting experience to kind of get fans in quickly and easily.
Indianapolis-based Allison Transmission has received a $97 million contract to provide transmissions for the U.S. Army's Abrams Main battle tank program in 2026. That award follows an $80 million contract that Allison received for 2025 and an $83 million contract for 2024. You're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress, from the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, investing connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
Our Innovate Indiana series is on the move in October. Join us for Innovate Southern Indiana in New Albany, October 1st. Innovate South Bend Elkhart in South Bend, October 14th. And Innovate South Central Indiana in Bloomington, October 24th. The Innovate series is presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. Each location will feature a powerful afternoon of ideas, innovation, and insight. And what's next for each region. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. The city of South Bend has officially changed its address after more than 5 decades. Local government officials cut the ribbon Monday at the new home, the former South Bend Community School Corporation Administration Building. With the move, all city services, including the building department, 311 customer service, and waterworks billing, can now be accessed in one spot. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
Yeah, checking out northbound 65 on the south side. That is slow from Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction. And then inbound 69 looking fantastic right now coming down from Fisher State Road 37 to 465. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry! Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:35. We check on sports. And Ryan Hedrick, what are you doing?
Tony, good morning. The Indiana Pacers dropped their preseason home game to the San Antonio Spurs last night, 124-108. Guard Ben Mathurin had 31 points, but head coach Rick Carlisle says the team still has to sort some things out.
Right now, we're fouling too much. That's leading to problems, and so we got to play a cleaner game. We have some real challenges, and we just got to work on them.
In the Pacers' regular season opener at home against the Oklahoma City Thunders in 9 days. Indianapolis Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson is on the IR. He fractured his orbital bone during pregame warmups. Indy plays the LA Chargers on Sunday on the road, and in the Major League Baseball playoffs, the Seattle Mariners over the Toronto Blue Jays 10-3. They have a 2-0 lead in the ALCS and in the NLCS. The Dodgers beat the Brewers 2-1. They lead by a game in their series. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com.
America respects our first responders and veterans, the brave whose business is taking action when calamity strikes. It's dangerous work, often surrounded by sirens, shouting, even gunfire, so hearing loss is probable. First responders can turn to Relay Indiana. If you have trouble hearing on the telephone, visit RelayIndiana.com for voice recognition technology phones that allow the hearing impaired to have normal phone conversations. And there's loaned equipment for those who qualify. Get clarity back on the phone. Visit RelayIndiana.com.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
Sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away.
Honestly, I think we just let this play.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning, Little Bill Withers. Kind of get us in a good groove. Turn it up, producer Kylan.
Wonder this time where she's gone.
wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no
Maybe I needed it more than you
sunshine
did.
when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home.
But if we played it this long, we're going to hit it. Turn it up.
And I know, 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 I know. Hey, I ought to leave the young thing alone, but ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
God, that's so good.
Ain't no sunshine.
It's so good and everybody knows it. Good Lord. We're a couple days away from the TK Tony Katz Thursday Music Moment. I have not done that as a Thursday Music Moment song. I don't think I will be. I don't think I will be, but that's good. That is very, very, very good. So we have got Attorney General Todd Rokita scheduled to be with us at 7:15. Peter Blanchard from Mirror Indy at 8:15. This incredible story about corruption. And really just abusive system from the abuser, Thomas Carl Cook, the allegations about him and women in his office. And still nothing has come from that. Absolutely nothing has come from that. And there's a lot of stories that we haven't gotten to. Did you know that there's a No Kings protest scheduled for this weekend? They're still doing this? This whole No Kings nonsense against the Trump administration. Okay, you have fun with that. You go engage your First Amendment rights and have fun with that. But if you could, don't kill anybody. That'd be great. If you could, no graffiti and no destruction of property also would be great. I just think that those things are wrong. I thought destruction of property was wrong on January 6th. I thought destruction of property was wrong during all the George Floyd riots. I think it's wrong to try and assassinate presidential candidates. I think it's wrong to assassinate Charlie Kirk. So if we could, don't kill anybody. Thanks, lefties. Oh, and don't block traffic, which will bring us to Jesse Brown. That story coming up in just a little bit. Tony Katz, that's me, by the way. Good to be with you. 93 WIBC, good morning. When you don't have power, but you need power, you've got yourself a problem. Solve it now with Generator Supercenter. Do not wait for the power to go out. Call Generator Supercenter right now at 317-827-0808. Talk to them about a Generac automatic standby generator for your home. Generator Supercenter is the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer. They've got the showroom right there where 96 meets 69. Check out all of the options because there are options. There are different ways to make this happen. And let Generator Supercenter send your unit. Send these technicians out there to make sure it's installed perfectly. They've got the people, skilled technicians and electricians, effectively ensure that you are never left in the dark. They take care of the financing with low monthly payments and the 24-hour monitoring to make sure your system is always working at peak performance. So when the power goes out, it goes right back on. Generator Supercenter. Talk to them today. 317-827-0808. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter. 827-0808.
It's Terry Stacy, and not too many locally owned businesses in central Indiana have been around 80 years. But Cardwell Do It Best on the south side has stood the test of time. Congratulations to Jeff Cardwell and Cardwell Do It Best, recently named 2025 Member of the Year by Do It Best. Autumn brings about whole new to-do lists, and Cardwell Do It Best has everything you need and even stuff you didn't know you needed, like extra keys. They make keys, including programmable keys and key fobs. Cardwell is your discount roofing headquarters, featuring dimensional roofing as low as $21 per bundle. And for the yard, find a full line of trusted lawn and garden products and Milwaukee M18 fuel cordless power tools. Come celebrate 80 years strong at Cardwell Do It Best. Locally owned, community trusted, and always ready to help you do it best. 3205 Madison Avenue. Shop online where you'll find over 67,000 products with free shipping at CardwellHomeCenter.com.
Well, the Fed just sounded the alarm. The stock market is dangerously overvalued. And if your retirement savings are tied up in the market, this could be the smart time to protect and grow your savings outside of Wall Street. One option gives you a 20% upfront bonus. It's got a competitive return that's averaged 10% annually for the last 10 years.
So here's the simple math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first 12 months. So, in the first year, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information from Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. 648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
South side, northbound 65 slow from Raymond up to the south split. That is a construction zone. City streets looking okay at the moment, and checking out in northbound 65 coming up from State Road 44 Franklin this morning. Just a quick trip with no delays here so far. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Colts fans, they're on a roll, and so are we. It's the Colts Ultimate Tailgate Sunday, October 26th at noon at the Slippery Noodle. Come pregame with WIBC for the wildest party before kickoff. Drink specials, tailgate games, prizes, and nonstop Colts hype. Details at WIBC.com.
So we now have two weird places where people are living and breathing in the idea of fantasy. The first is Trump is an authoritarian. Everything he does is authoritarian. It's nonstop authoritarianism. They found a word, and they can't stop going with it, no matter how wrong they are. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Good to be with you. The court makes a decision. Trump follows the court decision, sometimes fights the court decision, and yet we're told authoritarian. We get Senator Chris Murphy from Connecticut, where they elect really bad senators. Chris Murphy, Beta Male, Connecticut, and then Richard Blumenthal lied about his Vietnam service, Connecticut. And you get this.
We are not on the verge of an authoritarian takeover. We're in the middle of it. Now, it's not too late. We haven't lost our democracy. But, you know, we sometimes like to think of the first term Donald Trump, the bumbling White House that didn't seem to have any theory of the case from day to day. This is a very different White House, right? Stephen Miller and his gang, they have a plan. They have a plan that they are executing to transition our country from democracy to something fundamentally different, maybe even autocracy. And that's what I tried to lay out on the floor today is
that what you tried to do? If it if I'm asked, what you're trying to lay out is, hey, we haven't done a good enough job engaging in violence against the people we disagree with. So how can I gin up another 100,000, however many people I can, to go do the job we need done? As I stated yesterday, I will not be engaging the conversation of toning down the rhetoric. Because what they say is not what they mean and not what they do. Not with this. Not with this. Not with the idea that Antifa doesn't exist. Can we stop this, please? We really want to do this? They're fully on board. They're fully on board with the idea that Antifa doesn't exist. I take you to the commentary of Jimmy Kimmel. He comes back to his show after lying about what took place with the assassination of Charlie Kirk. He lied. From beginning to end, Jimmy Kimmel lied, and he's trying to say other people mischaracterized him. Well, of course, trying to engage the spin. He's a liar. Then last week on his show, he did this.
That's just the Secretary of Homeland Security suggesting we lock up American protesters for life.
They have been so bold in making sure we're bringing those individuals to justice. One of the individuals we arrested recently in Portland was the girlfriend of one of the founders of Antifa.
Finally! They got the girlfriend of one of the founders of Antifa. You understand? There's no Antifa. This is an entirely imaginary organization. There is not an Antifa. This is no different than if they announced they rounded up a dozen Decepticons.
That is a lie. But lying is part of the game. And again, I go back to my comments from yesterday. If you didn't hear them, that's okay. I'll be digging into this. Why in the world would I ever tone down the rhetoric? That is an expression utilized to try and silence the people you disagree with. What they're saying is they can keep talking like this, but what you're saying, well, you should really know. No, I'm here on the political right. I don't shy away from that. And the political left keeps moving further and further left, and therefore it recenters the center. And then they say, look how far right he is. Look how far right that Tony Katz is. But that is not true. That is not the case. But when you want people just to believe something via emotion and not via actual integrity or intellectual prowess, that's what you say. And you see the people out there who follow that. But the people who listen to the show know exactly where I'm at. The people who want to just do damage and destroy, they make this gross claim. And it's easier to make the gross claim than actually do the work. Antifa doesn't exist. This brings us to Keith Ellison, the Attorney General of Minnesota.
So the fact that there is no, nobody even knows what it is. The first person I ever heard use the word Antifa was Donald J. Trump when he was going on about how there were good people on both sides in Charlottesville.
So he lies while engaging a lie. He never called those people fine people. We already know that that's a lie, and they keep doing it. In 2018, Keith Ellison, when he was a congressman, took a photo. That photo is of him holding what? The Antifa handbook. He's holding it. Antifa, the anti-fascist handbook. He's holding it in his hand. It's a little like of an upshot, so the camera angle's below him. In 2018, that's a photo of him. And in 2025, he's saying nobody knows what Antifa is. These people lie all the time about everything. Constantly and consistently to protect the violent acts that take place, because the only conclusion that I believe the rational mind can come to is they are fine with the violent acts, and they want to see, wait for it, more of them. And then, if you ask me to tell, hey, Tony, you really need to tone down the rhetoric, I'm sorry, no, because that term is meant to silence you, me, and we while they continue doing what they're doing. No, No, I won't be toning anything down because no one's toning anything down. I will call Keith Ellison a liar because he is. I'll call Jimmy Kimmel a liar because he is. I'll call Chris Murphy a liar because he is. I will utilize the facts to explain myself, and I will persuade more people to be on my side, which is, of course, what they don't want from you, me, or we. So easy to see once you lay it out. Matt Bear's got traffic. Matty, boo-boo, what are you doing?
What's up, Tony? Looking at the south side, northbound 65 slow. Raymond into the south split because of road construction. On the east side, northbound 465 a little bit slow right now around Penn Pike, but it's not too bad at the moment. Eastbound 465 on the north side slow from Ditch Road over to Meridian 31. Northbound 65 up from Franklin, Johnson County. That's a 14-minute travel time. No delays at the moment. And checking out coming in from Hancock County. This is westbound 70 from State Road 9 Greenfield to 465 on the east side. A 12-minute travel time with no delays. And a reminder, we have a ramp closed in Carmel right now. It's the southbound 31 to 106th Street off-ramp. That is shut down until very late December. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry! Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer David Band, Vice President of Communications for Volunteers of America, an organization that supports veterans, seniors, and families with affordable housing.
We rely on Applied Innovation for a multitude of services, from IT support through our multifunctional devices. These devices are supremely important to our innovation and our ability to serve our clients.
Applied Innovation's culture means being involved in their local communities.
The Applied Innovation staff is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, whether they are supporting our mission, supporting our events, or helping us with what we need. It's not often we can find an organization that quote unquote just gets it.
The benefit of Applied Innovation support?
Bottom line benefit is I can get out there, I can engage with the community and help spread the mission and help people that need our services, veterans, seniors, and families.
Looking for a company that simply gets it? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit applieddinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Pat Sullivan here with Michaela of Michaelis. If you have water damage, why should you call Michaelis?
Michaelis is a local family-owned Indianapolis company with 39 years experience. On call 24/7, 365. We are IICRC certified and will restore your space to pre-loss condition or better. And we work through the entire insurance process on your behalf to make it easy.
Water, storms, fire, and mold. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIX-INDY.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, what researchers found along the bank of the Whitewater River in Fayette County. Gunshots and crime scene tape in Indianapolis, what police are saying. And a former IndyCar driver's home is up for sale. I'll tell you how much and where after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis at 7 o'clock.
He's back from a Middle East trip to celebrate his ceasefire deal in Gaza. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Trump returned to the White House around 3 o'clock this morning.
I'd like to talk about phase 2 of the deal. Already, Hamas has said they're not willing to disarm. What leverage do you have over Hamas at this point?
We have a lot of leverage over them, and the countries that would back them or had backed them in the past are not going to be doing it any further. And I think they want peace also. They've gone through hell.
That was Fox's Trey Yingst with the president, who went to Israel and Egypt to celebrate the release of the last 20 living hostages. And Trey Yingst reports
it was a day of celebration on Monday with so many reunions, former hostages meeting their families again after more than 2 years. We do expect to get more updates on their health conditions today from local hospitals.
Hamas has so far only turned over 4 bodies of the 28 dead hostages the group also held in Gaza, which will need to be rebuilt after the war that killed 67,000 Palestinians. And Fox's Jonathan Savage reports
the truce between Israel and Hamas means a new chance to relieve suffering in Gaza. The United Nations Emergency Relief Coordinator Tom Fletcher says an extra $11 million has just been released.
Winter is coming. We've got to get shelter and fuel to people who desperately need it and massively scale up the food and medicine and other supplies going in.
The Senate returns today, planning another funding vote with much of the government shut down a 14th day. House Speaker Mike Johnson warns
we're barreling toward one of the longest shutdowns in American history unless Democrats drop their partisan demands and pass a clean, no-strings-attached budget to reopen the government and pay our federal workers.
Democrats blame Republicans for refusing to negotiate on health care provisions they want to add to the funding. President Trump will pay tribute to Charlie Kirk today. It would have been the conservative activist's 32nd birthday. He'll posthumously award Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor, a little over a month after Kirk was assassinated. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
14 days and no end in sight. Clear radar, 55 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 78. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. The government is still shut down this morning, and Representative Marlon Stutzman says Republicans are dug in, determined to stop the handouts, and he tells All Indiana Politics that the bill they sent to the Senate is their final offer.
We're still waiting on the Senate. The House Republicans, we passed the government funding bill almost 2 weeks ago. It was sent over to the Senate, and there's still a disagreement in the Senate. I was with Senator Banks, and it sounds like there's still just a kind of a stare down.
The Trump administration says they sent $300 million to the WIC program, which is a program that helps low-income moms and young kids, easing fears that that program might run out of money during the government shutdown. City leaders across Indiana say they are starting to feel the effects of Senate Bill 1, which changes how property taxes work. The law lowers property taxes now with the plan that cities will make up the money later through income taxes. The change is already starting to shrink budgets. Fort Wayne leaders said they had to set aside about $9 million to cover the gap. A human skull was found on the bank of the Whitewater River in Fayette County. Jake McDaniel with the story.
The Fayette County Coroner's Office said Monday that specialists from the University of Georgia and UIndy's Human Identification Center
confirmed how old the skull was. They say it dates back to 2300 BC, making it more than 4,000 years old. The remains were first found this year in June, and that's when the coroner's office started looking into this. They are working with the Indiana Natural Resources Department. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Gunshots and crime scene tape early this morning on the Near East Side, not far from North Rule in East Michigan streets, where a man was injured. Police say they're still looking into this. Dry weather and above normal temperatures have been the weather theme in Indiana lately, but John Herrick reports how that might change.
Rain is supposed to arrive in Indiana starting Saturday.
We are beginning to see a potential signal for severe weather later on Saturday to our southwest, mainly lower Ohio Valley and then down further south into the Mississippi Valley.
Mike Ryan's a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis. He says those storms could also linger into Sunday.
But it will be something that we need to monitor because this is going to be a stronger storm system than ones we've seen here over the last month or so.
Along with the heavy rain at times, he says it could also bring about some high wind gusts. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Former IndyCar driver Michael Andretti's home is up for sale. It's in the Geist Reservoir. It's 21,000 square feet. It sits on 5 acres with 570 feet of shoreline. It has 13 HVAC systems and a generator that keeps it powered all year round. And if you want it, you got to pay about $13 million for it. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Brian? Northbound 65 on the south side, slow Raymond Street into the Southwood. That is a construction slowdown. East side, northbound 465, slow before and after Penn Pike. And on the north side, eastbound 465, stop and go traffic from Ditch Road into US 31 Main. Traffic sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Cooling. School has started, but summer temps are still here. Stay cool with 1 hour air conditioning and heating, 24/7 availability, and free second opinions. Book now at onehour-indy.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. Can I tell you a quick story, Tara? It's getting weird up in here because producer Carl is on assignment. And so we've had producer Kylan filling in, who was never actually my producer. She's always been filling and doing work and an actress by trade and voiceover and everything else. But she is not available this whole week. So now we've got producer Kurt in, who used to produce the show. So everybody who used to somehow be attached with this show, all of those problem people who I weeded out and got rid of, they're all coming back.
Wow.
Right? I swear, Kyle Wells is going to be coming back. Next thing you know, Matt Bear is going to produce the show for a day. We got rid of him quick. Good Lord. Where's AJ? Has anybody seen AJ? I mean, we honestly, it should be a class reunion at this stage of the game. The people we have put in and out. Now, some people, we're glad they're gone. But everybody else, it's... it'd be nice to see you. Where are they now? And so producer Carl, producer Carl is out, right? He's on assignment. So producer Kylan won't be here the rest of the week, Wednesday through Friday. So now we've got producer Kurt, who's training right now with producer Kylan. Have I explained it all?
Yeah, I get it. That was very nice. I had no idea. I've never heard of Kurt before, but he's
no one
a
has.
very nice guy.
No one knows of Kurt Geralds. He's like the chupacabra. Him like his producing skills, not real.
Right, not real.
Right. Yeah, it's getting abusive up in here. Kurt, would you like to say anything in your defense?
I'm too stunned to speak right now.
Yes, that's correct. That is accurate. Tara, what do you got for us?
Hey, we're going to look for lots of sunshine today. It is going to be a beautiful afternoon. How about temperatures in the mid and upper 70s, almost close to 80 degrees later today? Look for mostly clear skies tonight, 54. A few more clouds on Wednesday. We could see a spotty sprinkle north of Indianapolis on Wednesday, but I don't think it'll move in across parts of central Indiana. 71 Wednesday, 71 on Thursday with partly cloudy skies, and still looking for some showers, maybe thunderstorms heading into the weekend.
When you say thunderstorms, we often see these things as squalls that can bring a lot of wind and branches come down. We've seen power outages. Is there anything that we should be expecting?
Yeah, there is a chance. that maybe some of these thunderstorms could be on the stronger side. The timing we have to kind of nail down. One of the computer models suggests coming in a little bit earlier on Saturday. Another computer model holding off until more Saturday evening. So it's something we're continuing to keep an eye on right now. Of course, we usually typically don't see these kind of things in October, but it can happen. So just stay tuned to the forecast. It is something we're watching, but could bring some really heavy rainfall across parts of the state as we go into Saturday and maybe early on Sunday.
That is Tara Hastings, right there of Wish TV. Thank you. Appreciate you. As always, right now we've got 53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:09. So is this legit that there were residents of Martindale Brightwood blocking traffic Monday? This to protest a possible data center? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. What is going on, everybody? This was WFYI doing the reporting of this. They had a photo of people blocking traffic. So that's interesting. No, it's right here. Residents and community leaders in Martindale Brightwood rallied and then blocked traffic Monday night, protesting a possible data center in the neighborhood. Okay, arrest everybody. Arrest absolutely everybody. Don't wait. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Arrest everyone. The story that I think this is more important is Jesse Brown, the communist on the Indianapolis City County Council, wears a keffiyeh in support of Hamas. He'll say it's in solidarity with the Palestinian people, but we know better. He says, all power to the people, most fun and energizing rally I've been to in months. So now I have a question. This was sent to me. This was posted by somebody else on social media, and they tagged me in it to take a look at it. Indianapolis City Council, did City County Councilor Jesse Brown participate in an illegal activity? Blocking traffic certainly is an illegal activity, no? Certainly is something that could bring a lot of danger. He's increasing people's harm. And, of course, impeding traffic, I believe, would at least be a misdemeanor. I'll let somebody correct me. Did Jesse Brown encourage people to break the law? And if so, why is he still in the City County Council? I didn't say he couldn't oppose data centers. You could oppose data centers. Breaking the law? Well, no, we don't do that. You're a member, you're an elected official. You don't get to do that. Here he is admitting to in being involved in that he was there. Did he support, and it seems like he supports breaking the law and blocking traffic where people can get hurt. Did he do it? And if he did, why is he still on the City County Council? I oppose law breaking. You come into the country illegally, I oppose it. You murder somebody without any threat to your life, I oppose it. You break into someone's house, I oppose it. Why are we allowing this from elected officials, Indianapolis? He's admitting that he was there. Was he involved in blocking traffic? And if he was, doesn't that mean he has to go? Because I think it means he should go. I'll let you actually do your jobs on this one. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Heard about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation? Your neighbor Chip did.
I'm a real car guy, and I have a garage that I got tired of fighting the epoxy fight. Finally, I saw something on Facebook, and I got interested in Galaxy. Looked like a real good solution to me.
Home or business, Galaxy's got you covered.
My house is on a post-tension slab. It can get cracked, so what these guys did was they came in and they grooved out all those little cracks, and now it's one complete lovely surface, very pleasant on the eyes.
Transforms pools, patios, garage floors, driveways, and more. And Galaxy Concrete Coatings comes with a lifetime warranty.
You can just tell by looking at it, it's going to be impervious to anything I can throw at it for as long as I can imagine. And I haven't looked back since. I love it.
Click on Galaxy Concrete Coatings today. And remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings, we are out of this world.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to qckinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Inbound 69 slow, 106th Street down to 82nd. Northbound 65 on the south side, delayed 2 minutes from Keystone up to the south split. On the east side, northbound 465, a little bit slow around East 56th Street. At north side, traffic eastbound 465, stop and go off ditch over to Meridian 31. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Shop the 95th anniversary sale at Grand Appliance to save on top brands like GE, Cafe, and more. Visit grandappliance.com or your local showroom for details. That's grandappliance.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
This is the Our Idea is Ready to Launch vision. This is the Create Great Jobs vision. This is the We Need More Space vision. This is Busey, where your business visions become realizations through securing capital for growth and comprehensive strategies that ensure a prosperous future. Because thriving businesses mean thriving people and thriving communities. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Gearing up for the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. If it's in your four walls, Booher Remodeling is the call to make. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement, wherever it is, you talk to Booher and say, hey, I've got an idea. That's how it starts. I thought they were coming last week. It was my mistake because I had the schedule wrong. They'll be here this week as we take a look at my kitchen, no matter what the issue. No matter what it is you're dreaming of, thinking of, do you need more space or do you need to better utilize your space? Booher understands. They've been there. They've got ideas. You've got ideas, and they help you turn your ideas into reality. They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude, and there's no stress because what they say they're going to do, they do. Every day, you know exactly what's going to happen. But they can work with you on any project. they can work with you to understand that you've got some special needs, some special ideas, some special wants. It's not weird. It's for you. It creates value for your life, for your family. Go get it. Talk to Boer today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Boer Remodeling, 852-5546, or online at Boer, Booher. BoerRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn, because there is more. You've got Tom Homan. He's the border czar coming to town. You have serious conversations about law enforcement. And then you have a subject I was discussing earlier, which is basically lawfare. The Attorney General of Indiana, Todd Rokita, joins us right now. It was the Indiana Supreme Court dismissing this complaint. You have been a victim of lawfare. You have seen lawfare take place, as we have all discussed, regarding indictments against then candidate Trump, now President Trump. Is there an effective way to fight the lawfare outside of, well, it's just going to cost you a whole bunch of money to do so?
Yeah, Tony, it's really ridiculous. It's part of a national playbook. First of all, a lot of my colleagues around the country have come under the same attacks, and so, the people of Indiana elected me in a record number, and I say that humbly and out of a great deal of appreciation. More votes than in the history of the state than any other candidate, and the Democrat Activist of the Year, here in Indiana. He was literally given an award, I think in 2018 or something like that, by the Indiana Democratic Party for being the Democrat Activist of the Year. Is responsible for starting at least five of the 7 investigations that have been done on me by this disciplinary commission that meets in secret, not elected by anybody, that tried and probably will continue to try to reverse the intent of over 1 million Hoosiers, nearly 2 million Hoosiers who voted me into office. And that's what's going on. So they can't stop me at the ballot box, or they can't stop me in court. So they try to take away my law license. And it's exactly right, Tony. The same, very, very same thing that they tried to do. Well, not the very same thing, but like the same thing they tried to do to President Trump. Now, they went after him in the criminal sense. This isn't criminal, but it has the same effect, stopping policymakers from doing the job that people elected them to do.
Do you see, with this latest dismissal, do you see an end in sight for this, or is your office just geared up, the loins girded, if you will? Something else will drop at some time.
Well, we'll see. The Supreme Court was pretty stern when they gave the order for us to mediate, which is something that's never been done in the history of these cases, because I think the Supreme Court saw what a stinker the disciplinary commission was trying to bring here. And in fact, the disciplinary commission, dismissed this case, which I don't know if they've ever done something like that before. So hopefully people have learned that they were being used, these people, or if they're aiding and abetting, if that's how you want to look at it, that they stop. Now, I gave a pathway for the Supreme Court to solve this if they take it up. I propose rule changes to this process. Based on the experience that I had. So, I've tried to do the right thing. It's been a year since I proposed these changes, and I haven't gotten any word that the Indiana Supreme Court is going to take up discussing these changes, which they should do. It would do things, it would really help the lawfare. Like, you have to have personal knowledge. You have to be a party to the transaction before you complain against an attorney. That's one change. Several things like that would stop, in this case, for example, a Democrat Activist of the Year, other political operators from just firing off disciplinary complaints, and then these people, again, 9 of them who meet in secret, taking up the complaint. One of these guys is a Democrat lawmaker, Democrat elected official, who endorsed my opponent during last election while he and his commission were investigating me. And, so then they switched they put a Republican, quote unquote Republican in, Tony. Well, this Republican donated to Liz Cheney, endorsed Kamala Harris in the last election, and has, is an anti-Trumper. Of course, I'm a strong ally of President Trump. And so, that's the dynamic that's going on here. So they really look bad. It really hurts the judicial institution if we don't get some reforms put in place. I hope they take up my.
But you're not saying that there shouldn't be able to be a system by which people can engage a complaint, an issue, because they can come up.
Of course, and there needs to be a system, but it needs to be a lot more transparent. It has to be a lot more. I mean, again, this system has been around for decades and decades. It never anticipated lawfare, and your question is about lawfare, and it's certainly an issue now. And the Supreme Court would do well to take up the proposed changes and probably some others that I and maybe others make.
Talking to the Attorney General of Indiana, Todd Rokita, you've got the meeting today with the border czar, Tom Homan, closed to the public, closed to the press, although I believe it is going to be live streaming. What is the perfect purpose of the meeting?
Hey, listen, when you got a guy like Tom Homan, who, like President Trump says, is right out of central casting for this job of cleaning up the Biden mess and our other border security messes and issues around illegal immigration. And you got Chad Wolf, the former DHS secretary during Trump 1. They came at my request. They see me as a leader in this. We certainly are a leader in this. And they want the General Assembly in Indiana to do the right thing here. They see Indiana as a great best model, if you will, best practice, if you will, for how states can help clean up this mess. And now, to be fair, I mean, this bill that it's called the Fairness Act. We had it last year, got out of the House real well. It helps. What it does, it strengthens my policing of sanctuary jurisdictions. So it requires ICE requires these local law enforcement officials to honor ICE detainers instead of just letting illegal aliens go. It has state social services agencies start collecting data on how many illegal aliens they're giving our tax money to, through welfare benefits. So it does a lot of good stuff. Got out of the House real well, and it was stopped by a liberal senator who calls herself a Republican. Her name's Liz Brown. She's from Fort Wayne. She just didn't want to hear it for personal reasons. She told me that she had some kind of illegal alien relationship in the family or something like that. She's backed off that now, but she didn't want to hear it. So it just died in the Senate, and that's ridiculous. We have to put Hoosiers above these illegal aliens, and we have problems with people like Liz Brown and the Republican Party who don't want to do anything.
So is the meeting about the idea of legislation? Is that why Tom Homan's coming? And it still doesn't explain for a lot of people why the meeting is something that the press can't attend.
I think there's some security issues around that. It was originally going to be in the second floor of the State House and open. But we have some security issues. So, I'm going to live stream it. So you'll be able to see it. You just go to my Facebook page or go to my website, and it'll be right there. We'll record it. You can play it back. We'll at least have that opportunity. But I think they were expecting some protesters. Maybe a lot of protesters today. So, but yeah, it's about a bill. It's kicking the legislature into gear here. It's reminding them that whatever they thought they did last session, they didn't get done. And they shouldn't pat themselves on the back because there's a lot more they can do. And I think when we get this done, Tony, you're going to see a lot of other states start having similar legislation and similar laws.
Okay, I just did not grab from you what specifically, in 30 seconds or less, what specific laws are we discussing here?
Well, it's called the Fairness Act, so it's gonna beef up my ability to. It's the Attorney General's ability to prohibit sanctuary jurisdictions here in the state. It's going to penalize employers for hiring illegals if they knowingly do it. E-Verify would still be a safe harbor. It's going to require law enforcement to actually honor ICE detainers. So if ICE says, hey, put a hold on that criminal suspect that you have in your jail, we're going to come pick him up, the sheriff can't let him go. And we have that happening in this state right now. And so that would help remove illegal aliens. And then it would track the welfare benefits that are being given to illegal aliens, because no state agencies are collecting that data right now.
Todd Rokita, Attorney General of Indiana, I appreciate you taking the time to be with us. We'll be watching the meeting. in.gov/Attorney General, I think, is the website you can go to. If it's a different website, I'll put it out there for everybody to see this. Attorney General Rokita, thank you. Matt Bear, apologize for the delay. Traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matt?
South side, northbound 65, delayed 8 minutes from Keystone Avenue up to the South Split. Please be careful. That's a construction zone. And westbound 70, delayed 3 minutes from Rural into the North Split. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Zillow ranks Indianapolis number 2 among 2025's hottest real estate markets. Home values risen, holding strong. It's a great time to sell. Hire the team with proven systems to maximize your equity. Sell your home with Mark Dietel. Perhaps what you're worried about is costly repairs, upgrades needed to sell your home. Mark Dietel is the real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick the move date. No long-term contracts. You cancel anytime. Luke and Emma in Franklin said, we began building our new dream home and we needed to sell our old place at a great price to pay for it. The Mark Dietel team made it easy with multiple offers in the first weekend and closed in 25 days at the price we wanted. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended. The agent that guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Mark Dietel. Talk to Mark today, 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Leaders will remember Charlie Kirk at the White House today. Clear radar, 53 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 78. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 7:31. President Trump returned from his trip to the Middle East early this morning. Later today, he'll award the Presidential Medal of Freedom to conservative activist Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated last month.
And we're giving him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the highest honor you get outside of the Congressional Medal of Honor. One's military, one's civilian, but it's the greatest honor. And Erica, his beautiful wife, is going to be here, and a lot of people are going to be here.
The ceremony is scheduled for what would have been Kirk's 32nd birthday. Fighters are on the streets and clashes are breaking out in Gaza City today as Hamas moves to regain control.
As Israeli troops pull back, Hamas moves in, and there are growing fears of internal violence. The militant group has deployed thousands of armed fighters and police, some posing yesterday at a hospital during the release of Israeli hostages. Social media videos appear to show men wearing Hamas headbands executing several people described as collaborators with Israel.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage reporting. Some U.S. airports are blocking a DHS video with Secretary Christian Noem calling it too political.
The video, meant to play at TSA checkpoints during the government shutdown, blames Democrats for the lapse in funding. Airports in Seattle, Portland, as well as in New York and Niagara Falls and Buffalo and Westchester County airports say the message violates policies against partisan messaging. Officials also raised concerns about potential Hatch Act violations. DHS says the PSA is running in other airports and urges Congress to reopen the government.
Fox's Ted Linder reporting. A nor'easter impacting millions along the East Coast. A state of emergency has been declared in New York and New Jersey due to heavy rain and coastal flooding. Fast food drive-thrus aren't getting much faster, but they are getting smarter. A new nationwide study of 13 major chains found the average drive-thru time was estimated at 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Taco Bell came out on top for speed, averaging just under 4 minutes. Chick-fil-A was the slowest, but they still rank highest in customer satisfaction.
That's too long, right? Ryan? Like 5 minutes is still too long, though.
I'm sorry?
5 minutes is still too long. We're talking about a drive-thru, right?
I know. That's why I eat at home, Tony.
Is that why?
Well, I'm broke. I work in radio.
I know. I've seen what they pay the newsroom. It's understandable.
Yeah. I'm on a drive-through strikeout time. I'm not sitting in a drive-through for 5 minutes. It is too fast, though. I don't think, I think Chick-fil-A makes up for it with their friendliness. I think they're awfully friendly.
So you'd be okay with a 5 minute wait time if there was, let's say, a foot rub?
If somebody was smiling at me and telling me my food was minutes away, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Now you know. Go ahead.
Yeah. I do. I have to say I have to be desperate to eat Taco Bell, though. Really desperate.
Creating enemies left and right. Throwing grenades. It's Ryan Hedrick.
Yes, sir.
Go for it.
Yes, sir. All right, sports on WIBC, brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. Indiana Pacers guard Andrew Nembhard says the team's defense fell short in a 124-108 loss to the Spurs last night.
Yeah, I think it was mostly transition defense, just not getting back, not loading to the ball, maybe worrying about matchups instead of just playing whoever's closest to you at the
Guard
time.
Ben Mathurin had 31 points in 23 minutes. The Pacers finished their preseason in San Antonio on Friday. They open up the regular season at home in 9 days. Both Chavarius Ward Sr. and quarterback Anthony Richardson were hurt on Sunday during pregame workouts. Ward suffered a concussion, and Anthony Richardson fractured his orbital bone and has been placed on IR.
There were two just freak accidents that you can't explain. Yeah, I just praying for a speedy recovery for both of those guys.
And the Colts are 5-1. They play the 4-2 Chargers Sunday. Major League Baseball playoffs. The Mariners are 2 wins away from their first World Series ever after dominating the Toronto Blue Jays 10-3 in Game 2 of the ALCS. NLCS Dodgers edged the Brewers 2-1. 3 LA pitchers combined on a 1-run, 2-hit masterpiece. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:36. Here's traffic with Matt Bear.
Westbound 70 is stopped. Emerson Avenue to the north split. That's because of a traffic hazard blocking 2 left lanes. A semi apparently slammed on its brakes and lost its load. This load consists of very large train tires, about 6 or 7 of them on the interstate. And they weigh about 2,000 pounds each, so it's going to be a minute as they clean this up. 15-minute delay right now on westbound 70 from Emerson to the north split. 8-minute delay on northbound 65 Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That's a construction zone. And eastbound 465 on the north side now stopped from Michigan Road over to Ditch. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry! Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time. What's the time? The time is 7:37.
Well, the Fed just sounded the alarm. The stock market is dangerously overvalued. And if your retirement savings are tied up in the market, this could be the smart time to protect and grow your savings outside of Wall Street. Hey, one option gives you a 20% upfront bonus. It's got a competitive return that's averaged 10% annually for the last 10 years.
So here's the simple math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first 12 months. So in the first year, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information from Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. 648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Hey, Hammer and Nigel here. Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you, you. It could be low testosterone. You got to take action now. Synergen X and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. So visit a local Synergen X or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like the other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right just for you.
Treatment is covered by most major health insurance. Book that free T-test right now at trtmvp.com. If your energy is slipping away, it could be low testosterone. Synergen X and Low T Center offer a quick, free T-test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
Transform your backyard this fall with Indie Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndieDecorativeConcrete.com for details.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, this kid's is the dream. And also a story about my own life. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. During downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show, I find myself on the Facebook marketplace. They've got cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff, all sorts of stuff. All there on the marketplace. I bring it to you. The marketplace segment brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. You have a final paycheck you forgot you were supposed to get. You've got a dividend that it doesn't know how to get to you, a refund, all sorts of money. It's waiting for you with the Attorney General's office. You need to go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and claim your cash. Fast, easy, free to do. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Do not wait. Go get your money. Matt Bear will personally hand deliver it.
That is true. I will.
It's not true at all, but it's still your money. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Go make that happen. Make that happen right now. Am I supposed to engage a full disclosure conversation that Indiana Unclaimed is part of the Attorney General's office and the Attorney General was just a guest on the show? Do I need to? Because it's not him. It's the office.
Right.
So is that a full? Because I like full disclosure on everything. So I don't. Maybe I'll do it just to do it, but I don't know if it was required.
It's a selfless act of transparency.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah. Right.
Like you want to make sure at all times. Right. The only thing you've got is your credibility. You might as well, protect it. Matt Bear, are you a motorcycle guy?
No, I will be someday though.
Right?
Yeah.
When will that day come?
Soon, really soon. I'm going to get a crotch rocket. I've decided, and it's going to be very low to the ground.
I'm pretty sure you can't say that on radio.
You watch me.
Right?
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
I want you to know right now, I am as afraid of a motorcycle as anything else.
Ooh.
But I have a dream, Matt Bear. Would you like to hear the dream?
Yes, I would, please.
I'm driving downtown with my wife, a lovely woman, fantastic, perfect human being, and we're at a stoplight, and there's a motorcycle next to us, and my wife looks over. This is like 5 years ago now. My wife looks over and says, "I'd like that," and I said, "I'm sorry, what now?" And now there are stories, and I'm not going to out my wife on these things. She goes, "Oh yeah, motorcycle I'd like." I said, "Okay, I'm too afraid of a motorcycle, but if you want, I'll get a motorcycle with the sidecar if I could be in the sidecar."
Okay, so you're not driving the motorcycle.
Oh, no. Way too afraid for that. And people are like, "Oh, my gosh, that's so bad." Oh, no. I'm going to have the goggles, the scarf. I'm going to have a cigar in one hand and a drink in the other. I'm going to have Grey Poupon in the dash. Anytime somebody needs it, I cannot wait for this moment to occur in my life. I want to be that kind of eccentric freak. This is a 1972 Triumph Trident with the sidecar.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Look at it.
Can you get this up to like speed for the interstate? I mean, does it go fast enough? Is it a quick motorcycle?
No, I don't think so. It needs an engine.
I mean, the engine's exposed. This is my problem with it. The engine's exposed, so like when you use it for a little bit, it's going to get really hot, and then you're going to burn your legs. Whoever's riding it, you have to wear leather.
That's my wife's problem. Me, I'm going to be in the sidecar enjoying a tasty beverage.
You deal with it.
Right. Oh, yeah. This is what you wanted. Now, take me out for a spin. Let's go. I have to go see the people and be like, oh, pity you have to live like such commoners. While I sip on my drink and my scarf blowing in the breeze and my goggles allowing me to see all I want to survey. It is the dream. The dream. Sidecar, my friend. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, you're going to put this thing in a roundabout on Range Line Road and never get it back. You're just going to be going in circles for the rest of your life. You know, it's just my concern. It just looks like a very left-turning type of motorcycle.
Well, it is Indianapolis. It's kind of what we do.
True.
Are you in? Is a manual transmission? Well, of course it is. Why does it say that? 62,000 miles. $4,800, $4,800. Matt Bear, you in or you out?
No, I don't even know what to do with this thing. I don't want anybody in a sidecar riding with me, even in my car. So I cannot justify the investment here, Tony. It's all yours.
Oh,
it's what I do for you.
Can I say, as a motorcycle driver, that this is absolutely 100% go for it?
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Producer Kylan, in for producer Carl. He's on assignment. You ride a motorcycle?
Yeah, the Crotch Rocket Dream. I have a Yamaha.
Could everyone please stop using the term crotch rocket on this show? Things I never thought I'd have to say to somebody other than Jason Hammer. Could you please cut that out?
Crotch motorcycle.
I hate you.
Oh, just like.
What kind of motorcycle do you have?
I have a Yamaha R3, so she's a little baby, 300cc. She's a beautiful blue, though. I'll send you a picture.
All I know is I've now received 22 text messages asking if Kylan is single.
I'll take you a ride on my sidecar.
Whoa. And that, kids, I'm telling you, what do you think of my sidecar plan? Genius or insane?
No, it's genius. I think
I was asking Kylan.
Well, it's still genius, you know.
Absolutely genius. I will teach your wife how to drive it so you guys can live out your dreams.
And you and a man who's willing to do sidecar with the drink, whatever, you find that hot.
I mean, heck, yeah, I've backpacked with people before. Absolutely. If you're riding in the sidecar, there's nothing wrong with it. You are still enjoying.
Honestly, I don't know what she meant by backpacked with people, but I'm not about to ask. Matt Bear has got traffic on the fives. We're already late. This show is a mess. What's going on, Matthew?
All right, looking at westbound 70, and we have stopped traffic from Arlington Avenue to the North Split. That's because the semi lost its load. Yeah, the load happened to be very large train. Tyler's worried about 2,000 pounds each, so that's going to be there in the left two lanes. Traffic jammed up again back to Arlington Avenue, and a delay time of 20 minutes. North side eastbound 465, that is a stall between Michigan Road and Ditch Road. It's blocking the center lane and jamming traffic up back to 865. South side, a delay of 8 minutes. Northbound 65, Keystone up to the South Split. That's a construction slowdown. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:47.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Enough is enough. Governor Braun said he would listen to Hoosiers and stand up to Washington's plans to rig our maps. But now, those Washington insiders are coming to Indiana to finish the job. Unless we can stop them, we want our votes to count, our voices to be heard, and for lawmakers and Governor Braun to focus on issues that matter to us. Utility bills, inflation, taxes. Keep standing strong against redistricting at playfairindiana.com. Paid for by Indiana Conservation Voters.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Our electric bills have increased as much as $50 each month. Governor Mike Braun is driving bills even higher. Instead of helping families, Governor Braun is doubling down on costly coal, gas, and nuclear. That means more pricey power plants that Hoosiers like us have to pay for. Utilities get richer, we pay more. Something has to give. Go to StopMikesHikes.com today to send Governor Braun a message. Hoosiers need affordable energy, not a blank check for greedy utilities. Paid for by Citizens Action Coalition.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Get your home ready for colder temps and the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com.
Head to the contest page at WIBC.com and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Dancing with the Stars Wednesday, February 25th at Old National Center.
When I wake up in the morning, love.
A 4,000-year-old human skull was found in Indiana along a riverbank. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. How does that just appear? So these remains are discovered. I would love to know what was going on. Right? What was happening on the riverbank there, the Whitewater River. This goes back to June. So I don't know, somebody walking by being like, hey, are these some shells that James Comey wrote something with? Oh, no, this is something else. They, this got reported. It gets passed on to the Fayette County Sheriff's Department. They launch an investigation. They do the radio, or others do the radiocarbon dating, confirm that the partial skull is approximately 4,270 years old, dating back to 2300 BC. I'm fascinated by how something like this just magically appears. Not stunned by the idea that there were human beings roaming the earth 4,000 years ago. Disgusted by the statement of the coroner that today, as we observe Indigenous Peoples Day, we honor the history, cultures, and enduring presence of Native American people. It's Columbus Day. You're all lunatics. It's Columbus Day. Everybody knows it's Columbus Day. We don't have to question that it's Columbus Day. Could you just stop it? We could discuss Indiana as the land of Indians, and we could discuss it being Columbus Day at the same time. It's not Indigenous Peoples Day. That is an insanity. Stop it. Wait till you find out the skull was in fragments because this person was murdered by somebody else from a warring tribe. Will it still be Indigenous Peoples Day, like this should be exalted as the most peaceful group that ever existed? Would we please be normal for 5 minutes and just say, holy crap, what a discovery? I mean, it's incredible. There's a story here. And there's a story about, well, did this skull get washed down from somewhere else? Was this about where people were living? If we were to do excavating, would we find what civilizations? What could that teach us, show us? This is fascinating. I love every bit of this, but just don't make it about your woke nonsense and make it about the thing, please. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Yeah, Tony, looking at west side, westbound 10th and Bauman Street, that's going to be a closure of those westbound lanes because of a 3-car crash. Inbound 69 stop-and-go traffic right now from 96th Street down to 465, and a delayed time of 6 minutes. Westbound 70, this is big trouble here. Stop traffic from Arlington Avenue into the North Split. That's because of debris. 2 left lanes are closed. A semi lost train tires off its truck. Got to clean them up. Traffic's sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry! Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Pat Sullivan here. I've got a fall lifesaver for you, gutter helmet. You know what fall means in Indiana? Leaves, piles of them. And if you've got gutters, you've got a problem, unless you've got gutter helmet like I do. I haven't cleaned my gutters in years. Why? Because gutter helmet does the dirty work for me. This isn't just a cover. It's a patented system that allows water to flow through while the debris slides off and your gutters stay clear. No more ladders, no more scooping out soggy gunk. Just peace of mind. Thousands of Central Indiana homeowners have already made the switch. Gutter helmet has been America's #1 choice for gutter protection since 1981. And it's been protecting my home every time it rains. And right now they're offering a 15% discount plus 12 months no interest financing. But don't wait. This deal ends October 31st. Call 800-5HELMET for your free no pressure estimate. That's 800-5HELMET or visit gutterhelmetindy.com and never clean your gutters again.
Josh Reckley, Chief Operating Officer for Otter Air Services, utilizes Applied Innovation for both copiers and IT support.
We engaged with Applied early in our infancy stage of Otter, before we even had a facility, just kind of looking for managed IT solutions.
Otter Air relies heavily on Applied Innovation to keep you up and running.
Our entire operation is really set up and heavily based on computers. We're really happy to partner with such a strong group and would highly recommend them to anyone that is currently looking for managed IT or even copiers.
And Applied Innovation will play a critical role in your future.
It's been a great working relationship with Applied as we grow in size and need, just the peace of mind having these folks, at our disposal is really strong for us.
Looking for reliable managed IT support? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation.
Pat Sullivan here, hoping not to spook you, but you could have a clogged drain and not even know it, which could result in a horror story. Have no fear. As part of their Halloween spooky deals, my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling are offering a $43 mainline snaking plus a free camera inspection. And the best part, if they don't get your drain flowing, it's free. Nothing scary about that deal. Call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today to schedule an appointment.
As proud sports medicine partners of the Indianapolis Indians, Butler University, Purdue University, and the Indiana Sports Corporation, Franciscan Health is here to keep our community moving. Whether you're a weekend warrior or high school champ, we offer injury evaluations, concussion testing, and personalized recovery plans to help you get back out there. Because when you love the game, we love getting you back in it. Call 317-781-1133 or visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedindy.
Custom jewelry is not out of reach with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. At PA Jewelers, you can customize any piece of jewelry for that special someone. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg. Gold, diamonds, gemstones, and of course those watches from Flederman Von Riest, assembled right here in Indiana. Custom designed jewelry with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. Custom jewelry made just for you. PA Jewelers, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg. 317-456-4010. PAJewelers.jewelry.
Football is back, and so are great hairlines. We Grow Hair Indy has helped former local professional football players get back in the game with full natural hair. You don't have to play pro ball to get pro-level results. Whether you're tailgating, coaching, or watching from the couch, do it with confidence. Trade the sidelines for a hairline. Get back in the game with We Grow Hair Indy. Schedule your free evaluation today at WeGrowHairIndy.com or call 317-522-2995. That's 317-522-2995.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
At Duke Energy, we're making Indiana's energy grid stronger and more resilient, ready for storms and growing energy demands. We're adding more power to the Indiana grid. We're using new innovations and smart technology to restore outages faster. And we're doing it all in cost-efficient ways to keep bills as low as possible while we serve you with reliable energy. Duke Energy, building a smarter energy future. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, what a Hoosier representative is saying about the government shutdown. Another member of the Trump administration is in Indianapolis today, and what IU's head football coach is saying about their next game. Those stories after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It is 8 o'clock.
The hostage drama is not over for some families in Israel. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Obviously, Hamas is playing games and is not doing it in good faith.
Rotem Cooper's father is among the 24 dead hostages Hamas has yet to return, only handing over 4 bodies, in addition to the 20 living hostages set free yesterday.
It was very emotional, very, happy for a lot of people.
Cooper tells Fox his father Amram was killed in Hamas captivity. His mother Nurit was also taken hostage but freed in 2023. President Trump returned to the White House at about 3 a.m. after going to Israel, then attending a peace summit in Egypt.
With God's help, it'll be the new beginning for an entire beautiful Middle East.
He also talked to Fox's Trey Yingst.
President Trump told me during our interview he expects all of the bodies to return and for Hamas to disarm. He said they signed the agreement, and so they have to make good on this promise. The question is whether or not Hamas will actually follow through with what they agreed upon, lay down their weapons, and leave the Gaza Strip.
On Air Force One flying back last night, President Trump warned if legal challenges blocking his National Guard deployments to Oregon and Illinois succeed, more immigrants will rush to the border.
Because they're going to come up for health care and the other things that they give away. Look at Newsom, education, health care. He gives everything away. People come up for that.
Referencing California's Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom. A lot of Americans will pay tribute today to Charlie Kirk, weeks after he was assassinated during a speech in Utah.
This would have been Charlie Kirk's 32nd birthday. President Trump announced the day after he was shot and killed last month.
I will soon be awarding Charlie Kirk posthumously the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
It's the highest civilian honor in the United States. His widow, Erica Kirk's, accepting the medal on her husband's behalf at the White House. And there are memorial events being held around the country.
That's Fox's Chris Foster. That White House ceremony at 4 p.m. Eastern. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
The government shutdown is into its second week. Clear radar in downtown Indianapolis, 54 degrees going up to 79. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 8:02. The government shutdown is in its 14th day, and Representative Marlon Stutzman sees no end in sight. He says Republicans want a clean bill with no benefits for illegal immigrants, and he says Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is playing politics.
This is very political. Frankly, he's been very worried about a primary with AOC in New York, and also the Virginia election is coming up in a month from now, and I think that this is a part of a strategy to help them win political campaigns.
Speaking to all Indiana politics on Wish TV by tomorrow, members of the U.S. military won't receive regular paychecks, but the Trump administration is finding a workaround to get them paid. Tom Homan, President Trump's border czar, is in Indy today, speaking at an event called Fairness for Hoosiers. The luncheon is at the State House. It is not open to the public or media. However, the Attorney General's office says they will live stream the event. The Fayette County Coroner's Office said Monday that part of a human skull was found on Whitewater Riverbank.
They say the skull is over 4,000 years old. I'm Jake McDaniel. That dates back to 2300 BC. That was confirmed after preliminary analysis, including radiocarbon dating. The remains were first found in June this year. Because of the age of the remains, the coroner's office says they are working with the Indiana Natural Resources Department. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
There will be a familiar pattern that will continue this week. Dry weather.
We actually do stand a better chance to finally see some rain as we go into the weekend.
Mike Ryan at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis, he says some of that rain could be heavy on Saturday with about an inch falling over Indianapolis. The IU football team is undefeated, but their head coach says they just need to focus and not look in the rearview mirror. Here's John Herrick.
IU football coach Kurt Cignetti had his weekly press conference Monday where he spoke about several things, including his team's upcoming game this Saturday against the 3-3 Michigan State Spartans.
I'm expecting their best shot. So this game gives you nothing. You got to earn everything. And it's all about our mindset and our preparation.
Cignetti said Michigan State is dangerous in all phases of the game. Kickoff is at 3:30 Eastern Saturday at Memorial Stadium in Bloomington. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
It's a good time to be an Indianapolis sports fan. The Colts are 5-1. The aforementioned Hoosiers are 6-0. And college basketball says the Purdue Boilermakers are #1 in the preseason polls. They'll tip off the season in Evansville, and the Indiana Pacers lost last night to the San Antonio Spurs in preseason action. Regular season tip is only 9 days away. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? On the west side, westbound 10th Street is closed at Bauman Street, or about a half a mile west of the 465 ramps, and traffic right now is jammed back to that interchange with I-465. This is because of a 3-car crash. Westbound 70, absolutely trashed right now coming in from the east side. We're jammed before Arlington Avenue into the north split because of 2 problems. The first encountered at Emerson Avenue. This is a stall in the center 2 lanes, and then we have a semi that spilled train tires all over the interstate. It blocks the left 2 lanes on the approach to the north split, so that's going to be there for a moment. Again, traffic stopped back to Arlington Avenue, and this is a delay of 25 minutes. Consider using Washington Street instead. South side, northbound 65, stop and go before Raymond into the south split because of construction. East side, crash, northbound 465 at East 56th Street on the right shoulder. Stop and go traffic past the I-70 interchange, a delay time of 9 minutes. Traffic sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's happening?
Hey, good morning. We're going to look for sunny skies today. It is going to be a warm one today. I think that's the main weather story. We're talking about temps in the mid and upper 70s, maybe flirting with 80 in some spots. Tonight will be mostly clear. We'll fall to about 54. A little bit more cloud cover on Wednesday. In fact, we could see mainly cloudy skies for the afternoon. We'll look for temperatures only around 71. could see maybe a few sprinkles in northern sections of Indiana. Still dry Thursday and Friday, and then over the weekend, some rain will move through. Even some thunderstorms possible as well. Could bring some much-needed rain across the state.
How much rain?
Well, it all depends upon where we're anticipating maybe the possibility of some stronger thunderstorms. So it all depends upon where some of those thunderstorms set up. Right now, it looks like the bulk of the state could get at least some rainfall, but the heavier pockets of rain could be in southern sections of Indiana. But the possibility, maybe an inch in some spots, maybe a little bit more.
All right. That's a fair amount of rain.
It is. And boy, the northern sections of the state under extreme drought conditions and some pockets around Kokomo and Fort Wayne. So we've got burn bans in the state as well, so we definitely could use some moisture out there.
Let me change gears on you. Do you ride motorcycles?
Do I ride motorcycles? I do not.
Okay. Because it turns out that producer Kylan rides a motorcycle and sent me a photo of her next to what is ostensibly her motorcycle. And we've learned something today.
Wow.
About producer Kylan.
What kind? Is it a Harley? I mean, what kind of motorcycle is it?
This is a Yamaha. She said 300cc.
Wow, that's nice, sharp. I like it.
So that's what's going on with her, but not you, Tara Hastings.
She can ride in the sidecar.
Ooh,
you don't have a sidecar, Kylan.
Not
That's
yet.
what I'm saying. You need a sidecar. That's the everything.
That would be fantastic. Right. Although then I'd be like, oh my gosh, really close to the pavement.
Yeah, well,
I drove the truck into work today, and I was like, holy moly, I felt like I was queen of the road driving in.
What do you mean you drove the truck? How many vehicles are you talking about with that weather lady money?
Now, wait a minute. Well, my husband has, we've flipped vehicles, and so he took the SUV, the Kia Sorento that I have, and I took the Ford F-150 into work, and wow.
Yeah, you did, and you're far happier in a Ford.
Yeah,
you are. Yeah, she is, everybody.
The seats.
America. I want to guzzle gas. I want to run over small countries. I have tremendous power. I'm Tara Hastings.
Man, there's heated seats in that one, and I have heated seats in mine, but holy moly, these are like, it's very toasty. It was a good ride in. It was a good ride. I love it.
Wow, we're learning a lot about everybody today. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate it. 53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:10. So it's a question of who is going to be backing up Daniel Jones, as you have the injury to Anthony Richardson, which is so weird. He's working with an exercise band, and I guess it snapped on him and he got an orbital fracture. If it wasn't for bad luck, he'd have none. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Because of him being placed on injured reserve, he'll miss 4 games. I'm telling you, Anthony Richardson is getting traded. They need to find somebody who can be the backup, or they're going to leave it to Riley Leonard, and I like Riley Leonard, but I don't know if he's ready for that. I have no way of making that determination. May I suggest we never should have gotten rid of Flacco? It's one man's theory, but here we are now. Don't know who they're going to pick up, but be on the lookout for that. They're going to have to pick up somebody today. I think that's the story to look for. A story out of the Indy Star and Mirror Indy discussing corruption, Joe Hogsett, and of course, Thomas Carl Cook. Man, we had that one pegged early. That story is coming up. Peter Blanchard scheduled to join us to break that down. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Indianapolis is number 2 when it comes to housing markets. 2025's hottest market, Indianapolis, is number 2. Home values risen, holding strong. It's a great time to sell. You want to hire the team with proven systems to maximize your equity. Sell your home with Mark Dietel. Perhaps you're worried with a challenging market you won't sell your home for the price it's worth. Mark Dietel is the real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick your move date. No long-term contracts you can cancel at any time. Dan and Casey in Indianapolis said it was time to downsize and we needed to sell our old house quickly at full value. Mark Dietel made it happen. We got our asking price in a few weeks without any repairs or an appraisal. You want to call the local Indianapolis agent trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. That's Mark Dietel. Talk to Mark today. 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, Dietel, markdietel.com.
At Life Church, we believe that the truth of the Word of God is for all ages and vital to their ability to thrive in our current culture.
Barna research shows a child's faith is often set by age 13. That's why we're passionate about reaching kids and teens with truth and love right now.
With safe spaces, committed volunteers, and a foundation built on God's Word, Life Church is here to help your whole family grow in Jesus.
Whether your kids are just starting out or learning to own their faith, we're ready to walk that journey with you.
Go to lifechurchin.com for service times and locations. Parents, you can do this. We will help you.
Fostech is American-made firearms made right here in Indiana. American craftsmanship meets cutting-edge innovation. Their lightweight AR-15s are incredible, and they don't sacrifice dependability or durability. Advanced machining capabilities create incredible products, and they are all designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Fostech, owned by a family that has served and loved their country. Find a dealer near you or visit Fostech.com. That's F-O-S-T-E-C-H, Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-557-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew, Horatio, Ignatius, Bear. You want to know a cool bit of data?
Yes, I do.
October 14th, 1984. So, how many years ago was that? 900 years ago?
Yes.
41 years ago?
Yes.
Rush Limbaugh debuted on KFBK in Sacramento.
Oh, how cool is that?
This was his first day on the air 41 years ago.
First radio job ever.
That's nuts.
He was
Cool
a
little bit
DJ,
of
wasn't
data.
he?
What was that?
He was a DJ, wasn't he?
I don't know if he did music. Beck did music radio.
Yeah, he was more guy.
I don't know if Rush, I don't remember if Rush did. He may have, but this was the launch of the career that was the launch of the career of the genre. This was it.
How cool is
Interesting. I'll double check that. Other people might know better than me. They'll let me know on social media. You do me traffic.
Westbound 70 parking lot right now. Arlington Avenue into the North Split. For a 29-minute delay in stop traffic, we have two problems. First, you'll encounter westbound 70 at Emerson. That's a stall in two center lanes. And then approaching the North Split, this is where a semi dropped train tires all over the interstate. So two left lanes are blocked. These tires weigh about 2,000 pounds each, I am told. So it's going to take a minute to clean up. Again, 29-minute delay. I'd use Washington Street instead. West Side westbound 10th Street closed between 465 and Girls School Road. That's because of a 3-car crash. Also looking at northbound 65 on the south side, stop and go traffic before Raymond into the south split. It is a construction zone. And on the east side, northbound 465 slow from Washington 40 up to East 56 because of an earlier crash. It has cleared. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps and the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
So the answer is yes. Rush Limbaugh did start in music radio. That did not work out well. He worked for the Kansas City Royals, came back to radio with this job in Sacramento, and then from that morphed it into the talk show genre, and it was off to the races from there.
Goes to show if it doesn't work the first time, try again.
Aren't you living proof?
Everybody I know is, actually.
Yeah. Ain't that that's reality. Where you start is not where you end. It is the single most important rule. Everything else is nonsense, kids. Nonsense. Good gosh. We've got 53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:18.
Look, switching point of sale systems is a total nightmare, right? But here's the thing. Shopify POS makes switching easier. A Shopify POS expert, a real human being, helps with setup and data migration. No need to be your own tech support, because with Shopify POS, you get support for free. You'll also get a free card reader and 25% off POS subscription fees. Switching your POS is easier with Shopify. Eligibility requirements apply. To learn more, visit shopify.com/switch now. That's shopify.com/switch now.
This is the take care of my family goal. This is the enjoy the life I've built goal. This is the set up a foundation goal. This is Busey, where your goals become lasting legacies. Through bespoke plans that maximize your wealth, through partnerships that give you peace of mind. Because building wealth, tending to it, and passing it down secures a brighter future. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Early on, we discussed on this show how weird Thomas Carl Cook was. Deputy Mayor, Chief of Staff to Joe Hogsett. Certainly we discussed how weird Joe Hogsett was. But what an awful person Thomas Carl Cook was. We would invite Joe Hogsett onto the show. We'd get no answer. We would get like taunting tweets in response. The guy actually photobombed me at a Pacers game. He tried to shake my hand like I was ever going to shake his hand. I won't shake Joe Hogsett's hand. You want to talk to me, Mayor Hogsett? You come on the show and you speak to the people. Don't try and get chummy with me if you see me out in public. That's not happening. But knew that Thomas Carl Cook was not a guy who was any good. Then we learn about the sexual impropriety, to which there was much. Then we see the story that comes out yesterday, a collaboration between the Indy Star and Mirror Indy, what they're calling the Mr. Clean investigation. A series that will focus on ethical concerns within the Hogsett administration. Peter Blanchard joins me right now. He is one of the authors of this story, along with Emily Hopkins of Mirror Indy and Tony Cook of the Indy Star. Hogsett ignored Thomas Cook's secret relationship as money flowed to developers he represented. Peter, thanks for being with us. You can find this at mirrorindy.org. Give me the elevator pitch on what it is that people are going to learn in this story.
Yeah, so good morning, Tony, and thanks for having me on. Really, this is a story about power and who are the people that benefit from their associations in the Hogsett administration. The elevator pitch here is you have Thomas Cook, Mayor Joe Hogsett's former chief of staff, exiting the administration, joining a law firm, and signing up developers who are seeking incentives from the city. Meanwhile, on the other end of the negotiating table for the city is Scarlett Andrews, who was director of the Department of Metropolitan Development, which is the same very agency that is charged with doling out those incentives to developers. And so what we wanted to get across with this story is that there's a conflict of interest here that makes it very difficult to know whether several development projects, such as City Market, the former Jail 2, makes it difficult to know if these projects were done in the public's interest because of that conflict of interest.
So let's get into the conflict of interest a little bit. This is different than the sexual impropriety that is alleged against him. And certainly the idea of this law firm that was supposed to clear people or get to the bottom of things didn't do that. We already know that story. But rather, this falls into a weird level of gray that city rules didn't have any application to about whether this type of relationship needs any level of ethics compliance. That's what I gleaned from the story. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's definitely a gray area. When you look at both state and the city's ethics laws, what you have is, measures in place to prevent public servants from using their position to benefit, say, their spouse or an immediate family member. Conflict of interest laws don't really address romantic partners. And, there are other ethics laws we look at. For example, there's a post-employment waiver that former city employees are supposed to get when they, go and leave the city and begin private sector work, and if it's related to the city. But it's not really clear here if any laws were broken. We talked to a couple ethical experts about that. They were hesitant to say that any laws were broken here, but at the very least, they said, the conflict of interest here raises some serious ethical questions.
Talking to Peter Blanchard of MirrorIndy.org, the story, Hogsett ignored Thomas Cook's secret relationship as money flowed to developers he represented. Now, I have much I could say about Thomas Carl Cook, who, as I know it, doesn't live in Indianapolis anymore. The duplicitousness that took place, the ugliness that took place, and the people who worked with him, I would hold in very, very low regard. But never mind my own personal disdain. This is a story about Joe Hogsett in the main. And as you guys discussed it, and I didn't know that this was the case, I'd be curious to know where this comes from. He tries to put on airs about having some real record of integrity. Is that correct? And then to follow up on that, how is this story being responded to by him and by Indianapolis?
Yeah, so, one of the reasons we call the story, and it's really going to be a series of stories about ethical concerns in the Hogsett administration, one of the reasons we call it Mr. Clean is because way back in 2013 when the mayor was not the mayor yet, he was the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of Indiana, he did develop a bit of a reputation for increasing government corruption prosecutions. And then when he decides to run for mayor, he pledges to crack down on public employees who use their position for personal gain. And then one of the first laws that he signs when he's in office is an ethics reform package that is, designed to prohibit conflicts of interest and increase transparency. And so, given the revelations that we discovered, we felt that it was appropriate to bring back this name, which had been given to him by the government watchdog group, Common Cause Indiana.
It's interesting that this story, and I really appreciate the reporting. As we discuss here, when good reporting happens, I like to cheer it on, and I don't think it's any secret, Peter, that my issues with the Indy Star go back long and are severe. But I'm seeing the things from this opinion guy, Jacob Stewart. I'm seeing Tony Cook, of course. This story, things that you've been writing about regarding Joe Hogsett and the sexual impropriety. Is there a change going on in Indianapolis media? Is there a distinctive changing of the guard from we talk about fluff to we get into serious issues, or was this always here and I wasn't noticing?
I think what you're seeing here is sort of the consequences of someone staying in power for so long. You know, Mayor Hogsett, during his first 2 terms, he's a Democrat in a blue city that's, you know, very upset with the state legislature and, you know, the ways in which they weigh in on Indianapolis politics during the legislative session. And so Mayor Joe Hogsett is really kind of representative of his constituents. And so he enjoys his first 2 terms relatively scandal-free. I mean, you, of course, have the questions about where he was during the 2020 riot. But I think beyond that, you know, he really went through his first 2 terms without any issues. You know, now we're seeing the sort of consequences of going for a 3rd term. When you're in power for this long, you know, I think people start to maybe question your motives. You know, he had said he wasn't going to run for a 3rd term. And so, and another thing I would say is I think, you know, sometimes it takes a while for, you know, people to air their concerns about, you know, the government in which they work. You know, in this case, we've spoken to a lot of anonymous sources, many people who worked in the Hogsett administration or still work there and are frustrated with what they're seeing. And after, you know, so many years of seeing this sort of thing going on, I think people at a certain point just get fed up.
Peter Blanchard is his name, Peter L. Blanchard on Twitter X. Find him there. Hogsett ignored Thomas Cook's secret relationship as money flowed to developers he represented. That story at mirrorindy.org. We'll be talking more about it. Peter, thank you. I apologize for the delay. Matt Baer, what's going on?
Looking at westbound 70 on the east side, Tony, and we are stopped right now, Arlington Avenue into the north split, and that is because of 2 problems. First is going to be a stall at Emerson Avenue. That's blocking 2 center lanes, and then as you're approaching the north split on westbound 70, a semi spilled train tires all over the interstate, so we have 2 left lanes blocked, again stopped all the way back to Arlington Avenue. Your delay time in that stretch is 30 minutes. I would use Washington Street instead. South side northbound 65 stop and go before Raymond into the south split, and on the west side westbound 10th closed between 465 and Girls School Road. That is because of a 3-car crash. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry. Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet, so make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The president says he wants peace in Europe after a hostage deal was negotiated in the Middle East. Clear radar, 53 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 78 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. President Trump will meet with Ukrainian President Zelensky at the White House this week.
President Trump was asked on Air Force One if there's another world leader who he thinks could help mediate an end to the Ukraine-Russia war. And he highlighted Turkey's President Erdogan as the person for that because he says he's tough and has a relationship and the respect of Vladimir Putin.
That's Fox's Jackie Heinrich at the White House this morning. Vladimir Putin wants the U.S. missile support for Kyiv to stop, as he said it will hurt the Moscow-Washington ties. President Trump returned from the Middle East early this morning. Today, he will honor conservative activist Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated last month with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. The ceremony is set for what would have been Kirk's 32nd birthday. Alec Baldwin says he was driving his SUV yesterday when it crashed into a tree.
It happened on New York's Long Island, where Alec Baldwin has a home and spent the weekend with his brother Stephen attending the Hamptons Film Festival.
I was in this car accident. Guy cut me off in a truck. Big garbage truck. I mean, a garbage truck the size of a whale.
Baldwin posting on Instagram.
To avoid hitting him, I hit a tree. I hit a big fat tree and crushed my car, my wife's car. I crushed my wife's car. I feel bad about that, but it's all fine, and I'm fine, and my brother's fine, and bobbity-bob.
The front of the Range Rover smashed in. Baldwin says the East Hampton police officers who responded were as nice as can be.
Fox's Chris Foster reporting. Amazon says they're hiring 250,000 people in the U.S. ahead of the holidays. They're looking for full-time, part-time, and seasonal workers for its fulfillment and transportation teams. Showers and thunderstorms possible in Indiana this upcoming weekend.
The rain is likely to move in Saturday night and linger into Sunday. That's the message from Mike Ryan. He's a meteorologist at the National Weather Service in Indianapolis.
Also going to bring something we haven't really dealt with much this fall, and that's kind of those stronger gusty winds that come with these stronger systems.
He says the storms could be strong or severe, especially in southwest Indiana. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
Visually disabled Indiana Pacers fans now have a new way to experience the game during select home games at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Live audio descriptions are available through a free app. Here's Mel Raines, CEO and president of the Pacers.
This partnership with Mind's Eye lets us bring the full game day experience to blind and low vision fans in a new way. We want everyone to feel and experience the buzz of game day, which is really what makes Gainbridge Fieldhouse so special.
She says all fans need to do is download the free app called Live Voice App. Bring your headphones or tune in. It's the first in the NBA, and she says it's changing how the game is seen and for those who can't see it. Sports on WIBC. The Indiana Pacers dropped their preseason home game last night to the San Antonio Spurs. 124-108. Guard Ben Matherin had 31 points, but head coach Rick Carlisle says there's a long way to go.
Right now we're fouling too much. That's leading to problems, and so we got to play a cleaner game. We have some real challenges, and we just got to work on them.
Pacers wrap up their preseason schedule against these same Spurs on Friday, and then they open up the regular season at home in 9 days against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Indianapolis Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson headed to the injured reserve after fracturing his orbital bone during pre-game workouts on Sunday. Indy heads to L.A. to play the Chargers. The Colts are 5-1 atop the AFC South. Major League Baseball playoffs. The Seattle Mariners get by the Blue Jays 10-3. Game 2 of the ALCS, so they're up 2 games, meaning they're 2 games away from their first trip to the World Series. And in the National League, the Dodgers took down the Brewers 2-1. They grab a 1-game lead in the NLCS. Preseason college basketball, Purdue #1 in the AP poll. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:35, traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Beer?
Yeah, it's westbound 70, Ryan. It is stuck from the east side coming into downtown. Stop traffic, Arlington Avenue into the north split. We have 2 problems. The first is a stall, westbound 70 at Emerson. 2 center lanes blocked. The second is westbound 70 approaching the North Split. That is a semi that lost its load of train tires all over the interstate. Tires weighing about 2,000 pounds each left 2 lanes blocked again. Stop back to Arlington and a delay time of 32 minutes. South side northbound 65 slows before Raymond into the South Split. East side northbound 465 slow before 70 past Penn Pike. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry. Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
Applied Innovation customer John Dennis, Director of Information Services at Memorial Healthcare, enjoys his Applied Innovation partnership.
It was one of the best decisions we've ever made by far here, because things just get done. There is no drama. There are no issues.
Applied Innovation has helped bring all printing in-house for your hospital and more than 25 additional locations.
We've grown into a state-of-the-art print shop over the past few years, and healthcare printing's a big deal. We print about 1 million pages a month here.
You also discovered Applied Innovation offered secure shredding services.
We took them up on it, and the feedback I got from our Director of Health Information Management is that's one of the best decisions she's ever made.
Ready to make one of your best decisions ever? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust. Applied Innovation, fast, friendly, amazing.
Has your house become a burden? Why not sell it to us? Simple Quarters is a local Christian company that loves to assist people in difficult situations. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
Wanda's been in real estate. I've been in construction, so she would find properties that we could fix up and resell or rent.
Probably we've flipped about 40 houses. I don't want to do it anymore. Health is not good. We're in our early 80s. Sometimes you have to give it up.
James, he did a good job. James was very cordial and, like I say, responded to our phone calls and then kept in contact with us. So he did a good job.
When I got the purchase agreement, and he did have things in there that was pertinent to me. It's important.
Yeah, James followed through on what he said. Did what he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
Other companies make broken promises, but at Simple Quarters, we keep our word. Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters at 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Indiana can count on.
How bad is it?
Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight.
Want coffee? I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on with you? Dow futures down 328. They were up 9 billion yesterday. NASDAQ futures down 266. This has to do with trade. This has to do with tariffs. China has sanctioned 5 U.S. subsidiaries of a South Korean shipbuilder. They will prohibit Chinese organizations and individuals from doing business with the sanctioned companies. This is the fight until this fight is over. Meanwhile, West Texas crude by the barrel is down to $58.15. Brent crude just under $62 a barrel at $61.96. Okay. The 10-year Treasury, which is what the 30-year fixed mortgage is based on, is now down back in those zeros to 4.026. Oil prices down. 10-year Treasury is down. Gold right now is at $4,109 an ounce. And silver is at $50.54. And the high, was it yesterday, was 53. The high on gold was $4,180. And when I say to you, I can't figure it out, no. I can't figure it out. I don't think the market can either. None of this makes sense. None. We will get with Dr. Matt Will, economist at the University of Indianapolis. We will try and make sense of it. These things going up are a hedge against economic calamity. Oil prices going down are a good thing. Allowing people to engage energy, to engage manufacturing, no. Transportation costs are lower when oil prices are down, so gas prices are down, no. Okay. Thus, the confusion, we will be digging into it. Have no fear. Tony Katz, by the way, I almost did it, but I wasn't going to do it. Philip on the News, brought to you by Simple Quarters. Still getting used to it. See, if I don't have Kylan just like doing the Simple Quarters read, it doesn't happen. You need to sell your home without the hassle. Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters. Do that now. 317-900-HOME. Simple Quarters. 317-900-HOME. They bring you Fill Up on the News, where we get you all the economic data you need to figure out your day. Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Tony Katz, that's me, by the way. Good to be with you. 93 WIBC, good morning. You do not want to wait until the weather gets too cold to take care of those issues that can affect your home. Indiana, in fall, it's prep season, the time to get your home ready before the temperatures drop and the snow gets here. Your roof, your siding, your gutter, your window, those problems will not fix themselves. One missing shingle turns into a leak. Clogged gutters lead to ice dams. Drafty siding or bad insulation means sky-high heating bills all winter long. It's why you need Moss Roofing. Family owned right here in Indiana for over 30 years. Moss, M-O-S-S. MossRoofing.com gives you a free, no obligation inspection. They'll spot problems now before the cold settles in, so you are not scrambling in January. And here's the bonus. Thanks to new energy tax credits and the Indiana Energy Saver rebates, you can save big on insulation and efficiency upgrades. That's money back in your pocket while protecting your home. Don't wait. Call Moss Roofing today, 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you, 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, MossRoofing.com.
When you wake up,
You understand this is about money. 1,000%. They started this.
when you work,
As long as the category was all Bruce Springsteen all the time.
I told you I think I could win a game of Jeopardy. I could not go on a run.
when you drive home,
Is it time to try something new, you think? Because it hasn't worked, and maybe try something new.
traffic when you need it,
Stopped on 465 again.
and updates all the time.
I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go.
Stay in the know wherever you go with 93 WIBC.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-929. That's 317-660-929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-929. That's 660-929, and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wealth Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on?
East side westbound 70 still jammed up from Arlington Avenue into the North Split. We had a stall in the middle of all this. That's gone, but we still have This traffic hazard approaching the north split on westbound 70. It's a semi. Lost its load. The load was train tires. They had the tires spilled all over the interstate. I'm told they weigh about 2,000 pounds each. So we have stopped traffic to Arlington Avenue. 35-minute delay. I'm on Washington Street instead. South side northbound 65. 5-minute delay Keystone Avenue into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry. Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Energy slipping? Losing your edge? It could be low T. Take action. Synergen X and Low T Center offer a quick free T test.
Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. TRTMVP.com.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Football season's back, so it's time for our annual Sit, Sleep, and Eat sale. Lowest prices of the year on all Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, and Smith Brothers. Save up to $800 on mattresses by Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and King Coil. And save up to $400 on the Big Green Egg. Free delivery, interest-free financing. Sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Head to the contest page at WIBC.com and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see KC and the Sunshine Band Friday, January 23rd at Old National Center.
Come on. Kylan. Time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here is how we play our game. Usually producer Carl, he is on assignment. Producer Kylan selects a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. At least it should have some level of challenge.
It didn't have lyrics in it.
Well, that's still not a level of challenge. But as is customary, of course, the chat room can give suggestions as to what it is. You do that at YouTube. YouTube.com/WIBC. Also, I can phone a friend. Matt Bear, play it again, Kylan. Play that again. Matt Bear, what is that theme song?
That is Bosom Buddies, Tony.
Nice. I like that. Bosom Buddies is actually Billy Joel. This is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It's a great song.
There it is.
Had to end it on a good note before I turn it over to Kurt.
I was sorry. I was too busy listening to Matt Bear scat. What are you doing as Peter Griffin?
I'm the Fresh Prince.
Hey, Fresh Prince.
It's pretty good.
It's not really good. I don't have a Peter Griffin.
Yeah,
that's a hard one.
Can you do it as your Cartman?
I could. The only voice I can do from Family Guy, and it's gross, is the creepy neighbor.
Oh, that's so much fun to do, though.
Huh there? Sure like that Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince. Like, that's a stupid one to be able to do.
That's damn good, though.
Right? That's not bad.
That's fun.
Cartman is, I think, a standard impression. I think everyone can do a basic Cartman impression.
Oh,
like
no, they cannot. I've heard
You can do a Cartman impression.
No, I can't do it. Impressions aren't my thing. But I know a lot of people that try Cartman and just can't get it done.
Why not, Matt?
You do a really good one, though.
I'm not bad. I'm not bad at it. Kylan, can you do impressions?
I don't know. You tell me after this week.
No, it was last week.
Oh my gosh, it's already been.
Yeah, I know. That's how long it's been. You don't do a Trump impression. You can do a Trump parody.
Okay.
That's
I'll
different.
Take that.
That's it. But are there any impressions that you do?
No, that was the first one I've ever done.
Really?
Thanks to you.
Well, you know what? I bring out the best in people.
Look at that.
Right? I'm at him. That's fantastic. I did not know. I would have figured with all the acting chops and everything else that you do some kind of impression.
No, just different characters, but never impressions. No.
Okay. So you're more in the character as opposed to an expression of character.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what I just said there. It sounded.
Well, it sounded pretty. Yeah, you are a professional actor, aren't you?
Right. I'm not a professional. You are a professional actor.
You have IMDb credits, Tony. Don't lie to us.
Yeah, but as myself, I have IMDb credits. No, I take that back.
Uh-huh.
I am a professional actor.
See?
Wow, that's right.
Don't give yourself the credit.
That is absolutely right there. I am. Huh. I often think I should do more of that. I think I would enjoy it. I just don't know if I would enjoy in front of the camera or behind the camera more, because it's if you're doing theater, I forget. I think it was Denzel Washington who explained this, and I thought he did an extremely good job. Theater is an actor's medium, right? It's you expressing to an audience. Film is a director's medium. You could be doing anything. You don't know where the director wants that wants that scene to look like. The director could be focused on anything, and you're giving this impassioned thing. It's not about you. It's about what the director sees as a vision for the film. So that's really interesting. So would I rather be in front of a camera, or would I rather be behind the camera in that regard? But I don't see myself as a director. I think I can make an outrageous producer. I've always felt that. I don't know if I would be a good director or not. You, Kylan, would you direct, or would you just want to be in front of the camera?
I have directed before. Yeah, I'm a fan.
So is it about the power?
No, I have such strong visions though, and love being able to help bring that across on camera.
Yeah, a vision I've got, but if you don't do what I want, there will be beatings. Just ask producer Kurt, who will be with us Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Kylan, thank you for the week and a half you've given. Matt Bear, you've got traffic. I'll catch you guys at noon.
Westbound 70 still stopped. Arlington Avenue into the North Split. Your delay is at 34 minutes, so I'd use Washington Street instead. And what we have is if you're on westbound 70 approaching the North Split, 3 left lanes are blocked because a semi spilled train tires all over the interstate. I was told 6 or 7, and these tires weigh about 2,000 pounds each, approximate. That's what I was told. And this has caused westbound 70 to narrow to 2 lanes as you approach the North Split. So again, strongly considering Washington with this traffic back to Arlington Avenue. Delay time just went up to 38 minutes. South side northbound 65 stop and go traffic. Keystone Avenue up to the South Split. That's a construction delay of 6 minutes. Inbound 69 slow from 96th Street down to 82nd. North side eastbound 465 slows from Michigan Road over to Meridian 31. Westbound lanes also tight from Meridian over to Michigan Road. And on the south side westbound 465 slow from 65 to 31. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at